500 people already. What's good? What's good? What's good? Long time. I'm on live every now and again, you know. What's good? What's good? All right, 900 people on here right now. Yo, what it do? What it do? A lot of people want to know about, the Forever and Profit Miami giveaway that we're doing. What pair am I trading? It's always US30, bro. It's always US30. Nothing different. Nothing different. Don't change. All right, so a lot of people want to hear about the Miami giveaway that we're gonna be doing with the entire group. It's gonna be pretty cool. So the overall concept of that giveaway is we're gonna be giving away a bunch of toys for kids. So it's gonna be kid friendly. Kids can actually come out there, get a toy, get certain things. We're gonna try to actually work on some tablets so they could actually learn on and that kind of stuff also. And like a bunch of like little things that they could pretty much, take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do toys, some kind of learning tablet, not a super expensive one, but at the same time good enough so they could actually use and actually learn on. We're gonna be giving away, of course, FIPX, of course. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is always asking about FIPX also. So keep in mind that's all just a free product that I've been doing. Wait. So we have a new shipment right here going to be given away for the FIP giveaway coming up soon. So when it comes down to it, none of this stuff is for sale. You know what I'm saying? We're literally just giving it away just from. Can you see me now? Yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot. We're going to be giving away learning tablets, toys, FIPX hand sanitizers. It's kind of like, just show people that the brand is more than what they see online and that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like an eye-opening experience for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So people can actually come out, help volunteer, and give out these products, Hey, Broward Sunrise. Broward Sunrise should be people can be invited. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes down to it, like we're gonna have a certain location that people can actually meet us at, and then we're gonna have the entire event at, and yeah, I'm not too sure about the date because we're gonna be adding so much more to it. At first, it was just a little giveaway, but now I want to give away like a lot more stuff. Especially like with the tablets. You know what I'm saying? Like we could just give away some tablets so students and kids can actually learn on, so they could pick up certain things that they can't really afford all the time. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna try to just give back in that sense right there. How do you get into FIP? The brand itself is not really. It's kind of. I mean, it's two parts of the brand. You know what I'm saying? It's the main circle, which is the people that we're around every single day. Like as far as like the main group. For example, me, Ryan, Emil, Drew, my brother DS, Brandon, my assistant Sophie, people of that nature that pretty much is working with the brand each and every day. Like that's pretty much like that main circle. And then, I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible to actually get inside a group, but at the same time, like a person that wants to get inside FIP's tight circle, I feel like you have to actually come to us and be able to add some kind of value. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much like what it comes down to. Like, if you can't add value, then like, why would we want to be around you each and every day? You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what it comes down to. Did I go to Flanagan High School? Yeah, I did actually. Graduated in 09 from Flanagan. Yep. It's all about just adding value. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's impossible to to not be invited to the inner circle, but at the same time, you got to be able to actually add a certain amount of value. You know what I'm saying? A certain amount of value that could actually, help build the brand. Because the brand is not just me, it's not just Ryan, it's not just Drew, it's not just Emil. It's pretty much all of us combined, Will I do another sale on Wall Street Academy? Yeah, I should be having a sale like early next week. I'm working on a few things. Like, that's why I stopped accepting students for this past week, because I'm trying to work on a few things on the back end so we could actually have things laid out. Because in June, I'm going to be doing 4 Q&As back-to-back small group webinars on Wall Street Academy and help out, a bunch of students. So like, instead of us doing webinars with 250 students at one time, we're going to be doing it with like 50 people each time to kind of like focus in on certain topics and whatnot. So like, that's what I'm going to be doing. So before I do that, I want to make sure that certain things are aligned so it could, run smooth. You know what I'm saying? What did I do right after high school? Right after high school, literally, right after high school, I slept the entire day. The next day, right after I graduated, I slept the entire day. But right after high school, I couldn't work because I never had a green card or a social and anything. So I just hung out. I bullshitted for like about 2 years after high school because I literally couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to college or anything. I had no kind of documents, so I couldn't do anything. So I had to kind of chill out for 2 years. And eventually when I got my work permit, that's when I actually started college, and I started this, I started that, I started working. But yeah, like right after high school, I just hung out for 2 years because, I never knew like what to do. Y'all gotta keep posting YouTube videos. I need some SB Saturdays, man. But at the same time, like, I have my black SV at the compound. Have my yellow SV inside the garage. But I can't do them every single weekend because it puts a lot of beating on the cars. And I mean, the cars are so prone to, I wouldn't say the injury, but at the same time, risk whenever I'm driving it every single day like that. So at the same time, I don't want to put it out there each and every time. You know what I'm saying? What brokers am I using? I mean, I normally use, like KOT, which is I've been using for over 2 years now. And I started dabbling in Vital Markets like about a couple weeks ago also. So like, I'm just dabbling between those two platforms. And just trying to, just get used to it. Name the top 3 Forex traders, but no one can be in FIP. I don't know. I have people that I definitely respect, like when it comes to the craft. But yeah, I mean, that's like marketing. But I mean, those people that are in my top 3, they know that I fuck with them on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like we're super cool. They make a lot of money. I make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So they know what it is. But at the same time, like I hate to put it out there because it's always some kind of controversy, like when it comes down to like that kind of shit. So I'd rather not personally. Do I have a one-on-one training? I only do it, if I need to. I'm retired from, when it comes to my in-person seminars and that kind of shit. Honestly, that's why I said, like, if a person wants me to come out of retirement, it's $25,000, and that's what it is. That's the only way on how I'll feel even open to do it. Like, I'd rather do that versus teaching an entire class at the moment because it's draining. But at the same time, to have me come out of retirement, it takes a lot because, it has to be money that's actually worth something, honestly. Like $1,000, 5K, I'm not budging. 10K, I'm not budging. I can make that like easily. So that's why I said like 25K for 4 days. That's what it is. And I've done one already. I have another one planned for August, but that's about it. It's only 2 at the moment. So that's even if I take it. So a person can have $25,000 and I still turn down the offer. So it depends on who is offering it and how much they're interested in the craft and how determined they are for me to actually say, all right, cool. You know what? I'm going to accept the offer. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. Do I still use Trader's Way? I haven't touched Trader's Way in like 3-4 years, man. How did you feel when you were gonna be rich? I don't feel as if like you think that. You just work towards something that you're working on. Eventually you get to a point that you could afford what you want to afford, but it's not ever like a set number that you can consider yourself rich, I feel like, honestly. It is eventually, eventually you get to a point that you could just pay for shit and it doesn't really affect you because you can make that money back. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. So it's not like something that you actually think about. Somebody says Sean has to be one of them. I wouldn't say that. Nah, not really. Let's all give props to the Vans shirt. Oh, yo, Andy, the details, the Vans shirt, of course. It was funny because I bought this shirt like about 7 months ago, and I just wore it the other day because I was able to fit it. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, like, I was super small and everything, so I was been working, and now I could actually fill in the shirt a tad bit. So I mean, it's getting there, How do I sort out taxes? There's a full section on Wall Street Academy to actually, go about taxes. Oh yeah, and like when it comes to even the one-on-one class, like a person has to do like, I wouldn't say an essay, but a couple paragraphs that kind of tells me like what you're into and that kind of shit, so I can see like how determined you actually are versus you just paying $25K and think that you could actually get my time. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I'm only teaching certain people for certain reasons and that kind of shit, and that's if they actually are that determined to actually, learn from me, because I'm not easy to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I'll cuss at a person. It gets very like harsh at times, but at the same time, like that's how I want the person to actually understand. Like I'm not gonna take it easy on you just because you paid some money to actually come to me to learn from me. If a person in my 5-day class that I used to teach fucked up on something on their homework, I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, you fucked up. What were you thinking? Because at the end of the day, like I feel like that kind of attitude has to be presented because, I'm not gonna baby a person and have them feel like they're doing everything right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, it's all about just, being able to withstand a person's attitude or how they teach and accepting it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Pressure makes diamonds. Listen, when Drew came on here and he says, pressure makes diamonds. When Drew had fucked up on his 5-day course in 2016, I was like, Drew, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? So it's, I feel like this being spoke to like that and not taking it personal, I feel like that's what makes a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it for the person's best interest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, you know what, next time you'll have it, you'll be okay. That kind of shit. So I'd rather be harsh on a person like, yo, you fucked up. Like, do better. Like, what were you, I'm not going to cuss at a person and call them dumb or some shit. No, but at the same time, like, I'll talk to a person so they can pretty much like, yo, like, think for themselves a lot more deeper compared to what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's tough love. And that's what makes diamonds, So it's never anything personal. It's never, ever anything personal. Was it with shared coin? I mean, I know it's shared token. My portfolio, like right now, is not looking pretty. But I'm about to dump another $100,000 inside my portfolio. Fuck it. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? So I have about like 175 invested like right now in my crypto portfolio. I'm about to dump another 100,000 this Monday or Tuesday. And yeah, man, like, buy the dip, HODL, we going up, So it's one of those things that, the crypto market right now is not comfortable to be in, but at the same time, like, I mean, the potential of it is insane. And I mean, me even being around and playing with Bitcoin since it was like around $600, I know the potential. You know, like, you don't gotta convince me. I've been on this ballpark for quite a while now. The 5DC shaped my trading future without a doubt. Still learning and adapting, but put me ahead of the curve. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Puts a lot of people ahead of the curve because, you know, they're going to be experiencing things that is going to come and slap them and not know what hit them. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I feel like people that came to my 5-day classes, like when I was teaching them, they got to experience me for like 5 days, 8-9 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was hard, but, you know, it was worth it. Yo, I'm selling a 2018 Lambo if interested. Lambo what? You know what I'm saying? I only buy SVs, bro. You know what I'm saying? No Huracans, no regular Aventadors, nada. So what if a person doesn't grasp everything in 4 days? That's the thing. A person cannot just pay $25,000 and expect to come to me for 4 days and learn everything. You have to already be a Wall Street Academy student. You have to already be completed with the Wall Street Academy course and then come to me. So it's always a prerequisite every single time. Even when it came to my 5-day classes, same thing. You gotta have this much done and then come to me. You can't just come to me blank because that's not how it works. You gotta be at a certain point first. When can you purchase the course again? It's gonna be next week, probably like mid next week or even on Tuesday. I'm almost done sorting everything out. I have a weekly goal to be consistent, but for the past 3 weeks, I have made double and triple my weekly goals. Should I raise my weekly goal and try my best not to put too much pressure on myself? Listen, like how I have the post I have made the other day, honestly, was probably like one of my realest posts of this past like couple weeks. I always make like a real ass post, but the realest thing is this. People, you know, they stick with the same lot size for way too long, you know, and that's what fucks them up. They feel as if like they should stick with, let's say, standards for like 3, 4, 5 months. Like, bro, every single time that I got even the chance to up my lot size, I'm upping it. I pretty much understand my risk. Like, let's say if I made like $10,000 on this one trade, I'm gonna risk probably even half of that on the next trade to pretty much up my risk a tad bit, because I could actually up my lot size a tad bit, up my risk a little bit more, but at the same time, it's still based off of the same amount of my stop loss pips. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're making money, you should be able to actually risk a portion of that money that you just made for that next trade to be able to up your lot size. If you're not doing that, then I feel like you're not going to grow. You're going to be inside the same spot that you are now 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So I feel like if you're making money, you got to be able to actually up the lot size to actually then push your account to limits that you never ever thought that could be possible. You buying an SUV anytime soon? I have a Tesla. I'm good. I don't need anything else than that, honestly. It could be a gas shortage, and I'm good, you know? I'm having a lunch with you once I make it. Mark the date, yo. Say less. I'm watching. How do I get into the Facebook group? If you ask me that, then you're not a true member. If you ask me that, then you haven't actually signed up for the course to actually then go through the steps that I say in the full video that I made on the welcome page to actually then guide you through everything. Simple as that. Oh God. Good morning, player. Just popped in to say hi. Appreciate you. It took your advice from going to 0.50 from 0.30. Took a buy on UJ and GU buy this week with a standard lot closed out 80 pips on GU, set 72 on UJ. Appreciate the push. Listen, it's all about a push. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have people that's willing to actually push you to those limits, then I feel like you're going to become stagnant. Like if you have a mentor, like even if I'm not your mentor per se, if your mentor is telling you, you know, stick with the same lot size for like about 6 months or 8 months and then up it, that's going to be kind of hard. You know, like that's going to be kind of rough, because there's going to be people that's going to be surpassing you with that's willing to actually take a lot more risk when you're not trying to risk anything at all. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is that if you're making money, you should be able to actually risk a portion of that profit that you just made to make more money on that next trade. Simple as that. Why you always deny the Astro taught me? I never ever denied that actually. Astro, well, I brought them into my niche. I brought them into my niche and then pretty much introduced them into my circle and that kind of stuff. And they helped us with like our technicals and our cleanness with our charts back then. Now they're not really doing much personally, so it's like it's not really a topic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you surpass people at times, you know, but that's what it is. Did I trade this morning? I mean, I'm in a little trade now, but I did not trade NFP actually. No risk, no reward. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, like Drew's one person that, you know, you got to drill him at times because being around people that has a lot going on and that kind of shit, that should make you want to work harder. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be around people and not want to work harder. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're around a group of friends and everything that's doing a lot, that has a lot going on, that kind of shit, that should make you want to get on that same level as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's stupid. Gotta bump up your lot size every time your account is bigger. Facts. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Remember, when you're in the market, right? If a person is attached to money that is digital, it doesn't make sense. Because remember, like whenever you have money inside MT4, that's a digital money. That's not actually your money at that point in time. It's digital. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't touch it yet or anything else. It's all numbers. So you can't really be that attached to the money all the time. Because remember, like when it comes to even investing inside your broker account, that money's already gone. You know what I'm saying? So like if you take an L on an entire account, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like even if you fuck up an account, that's fine. It's part of the game. But at the same time, you got to pretty much be open to losing that money to be able to actually risk it as well. Or even like being able to actually be open to even making money. So if you're not willing to risk money, then you're not willing to make money. You get me? You got to be willing to actually lose money to even be able to make money. Because if you think that it's only wins inside a market, that's the only way on how to actually go about a market. That's dumb. It's binary. It's either you win or you lose. It's not even about even breaking even, because even if you break even, it's still a small win or a small loss. You know what I'm saying? So just being open to pretty much understanding that there's two sides of the market. There's wins and there's losses, and not feeling as if like, you know, everything has to be a win. You know, that's where it comes. You got to be able to risk something per trade, but also just know how much you're risking per trade. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, like when it comes to even like account size, like let's say if I have a $50,000 account, you know, each trade I'm willing to actually risk probably like about $1,500 or even $2,000 on average. You know, at times even a little bit more than that, depending on my lot size. If I'm doing US30 with a 50K account, I'm probably starting off with like at minimum 0.50, risking my 10,000 points, which is negative $5,000 on that one trade. That's what it is. Because on that, if I'm risking $5,000 on that one trade on 0.50 with a 50K account, I'm willing to actually also make probably like about $15,000 or even 20K at times, you know, or even 10K at the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. Why do people go around selling your knowledge? Because they have no knowledge of their own to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like my intellectual property is very, very powerful. It's made a lot of people a lot of money. It made a lot of people, you know, being able to retire at a young age or, you know, help their parents out and that kind of shit. But at the same time, like, that's just my intellectual property. You know, a lot of people don't have that. So that's what it comes down to. Trying to be a part of the Miami Give Back. If you want to be a part of the Miami Give Back, make sure you follow Forever and Profit official Instagram page. If you're not following that, then you're not going to get the notification as to what the updates are like when it comes to that. So if you want to be a part of the Forever and Profit Give Back, make sure you follow Forever and Profit official Instagram page. Let me try to type it here, if anything. Profit official. Make sure you follow that page, Forever and Profit Official Instagram page. That's where all the updates are going to be when it comes to this giveaway right here. It's literally just us giving back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be going around every single day and not being able to give back. I mean, I give back to certain, charities and that kind of stuff every now and again, but it doesn't have to be publicized. But at the same time, this is something that we're going to be doing with the brand itself. Me, Drew, Ryan, Emil, and everybody else is going to be out there and just, working, giving what we can back to the community and going from there, actually, How do I handle stress, emotions during trading? I don't stress, bro. That's like one thing I don't do. If it's not for me, then I don't stress about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know that I'm not supposed to be in something, then I don't even bother at times, because stress is like, a number one killer as well, within a lot of people. So I don't try to put myself in a position that I'm going to be stressing too much. I try to be as patient as possible, which is like also probably like one of the hardest things to do. Even on my whiteboard in my office, I have a big thing that says patience, because that's overlooked a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, I feel like, just being patient, have distractions along the way also. And yeah, just be distracted while you're trading. You could play some video games, watch some TV. So you're not pretty much just feeling that as if you got on the charts and the market is ready for you to actually get in. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. You got to wait for it set up. You got to wait for things to develop to actually make it happen. But just because you chose to go on the charts at 8:55 a.m., it does not mean that a trade is ready for you at 8:56 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pretty much be able to actually wait and have the market actually set up for you. Have you ever traded in the way that other people trade, or same what? What are you talking about? What's my views on bottom markets? I mean, I just started using them like a couple weeks ago, so I can't really give you like a full review yet. But I mean, everything is smooth so far. Spreads are pretty dope, and yeah. Oh, do I still trade since you made so much? I mean, last year was like definitely like one of my biggest trading years, honestly, ever. Biggest weeks, biggest months, biggest days. Like, it was at a point that I was making like $250 a day, like for like a week. That shit was crazy. Like that was right when I bought my pista. That's what I was doing. That's why I bought it so easily at that time. But that's why, like, I mean, this year I haven't really been trading as much because I've just been chilling and just doing other things. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's another thing. Not everything that you do has to be for money. Like, even like this entire thing that we're doing now with FIPX, we're making $0 off of this. $0 is literally like we're investing inside of it to actually help people, just hygiene and that kind of shit, with our brand also. But we're not making anything from FIPX. It's just literally just us getting out there in many different ways. Not everything that not everything that you do has to be for money. You know what I'm saying? I make money how I make money, but not everything that you have to do, not every venture that you have to get into has to be for money. Do I mentor Ryan indirectly as well? Are you fucking dumb? Ryan is his own mentor. What are you talking about? Ryan is FIP as well. In your own personal trading, what do you think you still need to work on? One thing I have to work on is bless me. One thing I have to work on is I'll probably just say still patience. I'll probably say everything else, like my greed I don't have greed that much anymore. Patience is always going to be a thing because you're always going to be a little bit impatient, like when you get on the charts. That's why I have it, written down and that kind of shit. That's why I have a lot of distractions. But I'll probably say, yeah, like patience is probably like the only thing is always an ongoing thing. Everything else, I'm pretty smooth in. Who is my best student? I have a ton of students, bro. I don't know. I have students that, has showed me some crazy shit before, but yeah. What got me started inside of markets? I mean, that's an obvious question. How do you get out of a losing trade? Press X, close, move on with life. Who mentored me? Nobody. Nobody at all. No one. I said, like, no one can say that they mentored me. Zero. No one can say that. It's been 6 years, 7 years. No one can say that they mentored me. And a mentor means they sit down like like, nah, it's not the case. A lot of my stuff, like, I've learned by myself. I've had people along the way that helped me with certain things, but it's not a mentorship. It's not like a mentor. Press X, close, move on with life. Dre Island, literally just that. Press X, move on. Because if you try to even hold out, then that X is going to be a lot harder to press. That X is the most easiest thing, but hardest thing to press. I promise you. How long before you started pulling in real profits? I mean, that's the thing. You guys gotta understand. Like, there's no such thing as real profits. So when I was making $100 a day, that's real profits at that point in time. So you can't really say real profits. It depends on where you are in life. That's the realness of it, honestly. $100 at one point in time was great. I had a great day. I made $200. Ego. Okay. Somebody said my ego, but I'm working on it. I hate a loss. That's the thing. It's wins or losses. Your ego will kill you thinking that there's never a thing as a loss. Your ego will tell you that there's no such thing as losses ever, when that's not the case. Am I still using KOT? Yeah, of course. That's my main broker that I use at the moment. What are some of my other business ventures I'm invested in? I mean, I'm invested in cryptos and a bunch of other stuff. I'm trying to, get into getting my own crypto platform soon and that kind of stuff. And yeah, just, small stuff. There is a nice spike yesterday. Apart from baby pips or asking people questions, where did you get your knowledge in trading? I mean, I was always around. I didn't really go on baby pips much. I was on like Investopedia. Investopedia is like one that I learned a lot of like small stuff from. I understood fibs from. I understood spreads. And that kind of stuff, margins and that kind of stuff. Investopedia is also like a great site to actually learn certain things on very, very like intricate stuff, but it helps you along the way though. Like if you, like over time, if a person has been inside the game for like 3, 4, 5 years, then they should be able to tell you about margins and free margin and how spread is calculated and how margin is calculated, how your margin level percentage is calculated. All these things, because if you're around it so often, then you want to pretty much know everything about it. So. My thoughts on stocks. I mean, it's just a lot to invest in, honestly. I don't want to invest that much when it comes down to it. Am I trying to get a Vans sponsorship? Fucking yes. I've been wearing Vans since high school. Like 10 years plus. And they haven't even seen my message yet, which that pisses me off. I can't even get in contact with the people at Vans. What's up? So if you know somebody at Vans company, tell them to hit me up, please. Like, goddamn, I got the Vans shirt on. I had probably over 200 pairs of Vans. Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So if you know anybody at Vans, tell them to hit me up, please. Shit, it's been a while. Come on, man. Like, listen, everything. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I could actually. Somebody said, what percentage of my net worth is okay to put down for my first supercar? That's a good question. So, okay. And if you never heard the question is, what percent of my net worth is okay to put down for my first supercar? So I feel like you have to build up. You have to build up. You have to pretty much get open to certain things. You know what I'm saying? And this is a very, very good question. So I've been through many, many cars already. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have to build up to the point you slowly get into the supercar range. So I had, my Volkswagen GTI MK4. After that, I had my 335 BMW. And then after that, I jumped into my M3. Then after the M3, I jumped into, let's say my Porsche GT3. And then my GT3 RS. So I slowly gauge from sports cars to supercars. And then I go that route. But I feel like jumping straight into a supercar, a lot of companies are not going to approve you unless you're buying the car outright. But if you slowly gauge yourself over time to pretty much going into the regular car, then sports cars, and then supercars, and then that kind of thing, it becomes a lot easier to actually get into those cars because you're building the history of your car ownership and that kind of shit. So let's say even like when I bought my GT3, which was 160,000, I put down 120,000 for my GT3. So I put down a good chunk just so I'm not taking a huge loan out of that entire thing. When I got my GT3 RS, I put down 150,000. I put down 180,000 for my GT3 RS, the black one. For my yellow Lambo, I put down 250,000. And every other car I just paid off. The Bentley I paid off. The Ferrari I paid off. Everything else I just bought outright. Just called it a day. Cash, boom, gone, done. But you have to build up to the point that you are getting into that supercar class because if they see your history is just straight into supercars, then they look at that as not really trustworthy for them actually getting their money. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have to kind of build it up, or it's either you kind of want the car or you really want the car. You either kind of want the car by trying to put down 10,000 or 20K for a car that costs 250. Versus if you really want the car, you either put down half of the money and then finance the rest or buy the car off. So you either want the car or kind of want the car, What else? I'm coming for my FIP chain and nothing will stop me. I'm bringing value. Let's see, man. Let's see. Like anything's possible. My next car, I can't say. Am I going to do a 5DC in Jamaica? I attempted once. It didn't really go well, and I'm never going to do it again. Yeah, the Bali 5DC, I'm trying to wait for some things. I'm really not with the contract too much personally. It's kind of a hassle. Like whenever I think that deep into things, and yeah, I don't know. Will you ever make your own broker? I mean, who knows what the future holds. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let me see if I could. My favorite meal, oxtail and rice and peas. Nothing less. Either that or curry goat and white rice. That's it. What's the clue to trade US30? I actually made a breakdown video on Trading Nut. On Trading Nut podcast, I did a full breakdown video for US30. So definitely check it out if you have some time or if you want to actually make some time and make it happen. So yeah, that's definitely like what it is. But make sure everyone follows Forever and Profit Official if you want to get more information on the Forever and Profit Miami Give Back. You know, that's what most of the information is going to be pretty much posted at. So that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys follow that page. On that page, we're posting exclusive content of the entire brand. You know what I'm saying? Of Ryan acting extra light skin. You know what I'm saying? On Drew doing weird shit. Me falling asleep everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all over the place. So, like, it's content that we're not posting on our main pages. You know what I'm saying? So make sure everyone follows Forever and Profit Official. That's where most of the exclusive content, exclusive pictures that's not posted a lot of times on our main pages are going to be posted. So definitely you guys follow that. But let me go ahead and start my day. It's already like 10:46. I got to start making my protein shakes. I got to get ready for the gym in like about an hour and a half. I got a lot of things to do right now. You know what I'm saying? And I got to get ready to schedule a haircut. You know, I have a busy day right now. Busy day. Okay? So I'm gonna holler at you guys. Thanks everybody for coming on here. 1,200 people plus on this live right now. Appreciate everyone. Make sure you guys follow Forever and Profit Official. Lit shit official. Exclusive pictures only on that page. Peace out.